It's time for Into the Spectrum's Fun Minute Tip.
Hi, I'm Courtney Peters, and welcome to Into the Spectrum. What I'm going to share with you today is some of the products that I love to use. And the first one I'm going to start with is a game from Lakeshore. And no, I'm not getting paid by them. I just happen to love their products. I actually happen to love a lot of products. This is just the first one that I'm going to start with today, and one that I use most often. And the one that I'm going to show you is about prepositions. What I call prepositions, and when you're talking about prepositions, it's where you're placing the item. So on top, under, next to, beside, around, those are all prepositions. But how can you teach it in a game format? And this is what they did. Let me go into my handy dandy drawer and take it out. So here is Lakeshore's game. They call it Positional Words Resource Box. They have it at ages 3 and up. So that's what they attach to it, probably for safety reasons. But when do you actually see prepositions emerge? Good question. You can actually see it around 1 year old when you start saying put in or put on, put your bottle on the table. Starting to follow those instructions with a preposition. Anyways, I digress. Let me show you what's in the game. So we're starting with some of these manipulables. So they use this nice soft material, and let's see what's in here. We have a bridge, a car, a frog, and a lily pad, of course. We have a little swimming pool and a duck, and a bear and a box. And so with those, we're going to use those and use different positional words or preposition words of where do they go. So what's also included in this game is different instructional cards. So we'll talk about that too. We also have an activity guide / instructions. Must admit, I haven't read it before today. I just sort of look at the stuff and figure out how to use it. I probably should read directions more often, but there you go. I didn't. So I'm going to put that down. And so what you have here is these little cards that tell you and give you ideas of what prepositions you can use. And they have different colors that go with it. So you have blue, green, yellow, red. There doesn't seem to be any order or essentially when they emerge. They're all sort of mixed in. And you can see that some would be easier than others. You have an in here. You can't really do an in with these two. So there you go. You could do it in with that one, but you can see why you might have to use different ones for different prepositions. And I'm going to show you different ways that I can use this. And depending on your child, they might learn a little bit different from, just different ways. And they're all right. They're all good because they're all learning. But what are some of the different ways that you can actually present that? Let me show you a couple different ways. And I'm going to start off with, let's do the frog and the lily pad and the car and the bridge. Just a little side note, I've actually had some kids that smush the bridge down or, all these various pieces go flying. But I looked on Lakeshore's website and they actually have updated their materials. So now there's a plastic bridge and, so they've made it maybe a little bit more sturdy. That could have been one reason why they updated their materials, but it looks like it's the same stuff and same cards. They've just updated their materials is what it looks like. Anyways, how can we present that? So if I'm doing this, I would actually put these off the table so they're not so distracting, but I can actually put these how they go. So put on the lily pad, put under the bridge. So I might actually show where they are, and I might have them tell me which one is on the lily pad, and have them, we can actually match the cards to see where they go. So we can do a matching activity. So if they're strong with matching and you want to teach those prepositions, that could be a good place to start. Let me now go to maybe another step, which could be a receptive way to do it, or one where they can help out. And let me point out too that the card on one side has the instructions. So put the frog on the lily pad. So it has those, and it has the preposition in the different color. So that's a nice prompt. So we can start off with this one, and we can have put the frog on the lily pad. And so that would be nice, just one following that instruction. So when I say receptive, it's just essentially following those instructions. They don't have to use words, they're following instruction. What I like too is not only do they have the instruction written on the front, but on the other side, they show how it is. So the frog is on the lily pad, and they're showing the frog on the lily pad. So that can be used as a prompt. So if they need that further prompt of, instead of having nothing and just saying put the frog on the lily pad, they might want and might like to see that prompt of what it looks like on here. So it looks like this. So put the frog on the lily pad, and then they can do that with this visual prompt. All right, so that's one way to do it. And so you can go through all these. Put the car under the bridge. Yeah, I'm reading. And again, you can flip it and use that visual. If you want to start fading or taking away those visual cues, what I've done sometimes is just use this to say put the car, and it's showing them. After they can do that, I'm going to flip the card and ask them the same thing, but it's not showing them this time. So they can't just copy what it looks like. They have to start to really understand these prepositional words. Now, I'm going to take it even a step further. I can make it where it's more expressive and they're talking about where everything's located, so the preposition. So I might put it under, and I can ask them, where is the car? And they can tell me it's under the bridge. So that's another one. I can, if they needed that prompt, if they needed help, let me get the right card, but I can actually have this as a textual. So then they could read the textual and read under. So where is the car? Under. And that's in blue for them. So that could be a prompt, and then you would want to take that away. And so this is really a cool way to start introducing it. And then an important note, with everything that we want to do, we want to make sure that you're not just memorizing these materials. So after you're done with these materials, don't forget to try it out in other ways. So again, we don't want you to just know this is on top, but we can actually use the frog and say put the frog on a chair. Put the frog on a table. Put the frog on your head. And you can make it, even a little bit silly. And then you can start using other materials too. So don't forget about expanding their learning and how else you can introduce stuff. And so this game is about $30-ish, I think $29.99. And so that can be a little bit pricey. And so I also think that you can make this game yourself. There's so many things that you can use. So you can take pictures of everything, or you can write on note cards. And so you can essentially create this game from materials in your own home. I've done it. You can do it. And I also want to put something special that we're actually going to try out and do. So I'm going to purchase another game, another new one from Lakeshore, and we're going to send it to one of you. So what we're going to do and what we're going to ask you to do is like this video and 3 others, and comment on this video and 3 others, and subscribe to our channel, and we're going to put those names into a little bucket, and we're going to choose one of those names, and whoever wins is we're going to send you this game. So let's try this out. Let's try out this contest. And there's actually not that many people that we have commenting, or we're not that huge. So you're probably going to win. So there's some good chances out there. So have fun with it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, thumbs up, subscribe, and there's a video coming for you over here that was picked out by videos that you've watched in the past. Thank you so much for everybody so far that subscribed and watching this video. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching Into the Spectrum's Fun Minute Tip. Don't forget to like and subscribe.